Jimmy Touche,
Fishermen around the world have dozens of stories to share with us. Sometimes they catch outrageous things. Other times, record something truly bizarre. And a few have ingenious fishing techniques. Hang on to know about shocking things fishermen caught that no one was supposed to see. Ingenious piranha fishing. Piranhas are voracious, carnivorous fish, and their feeding frenzy is one of the most brutal things in the wild. Their razor-sharp teeth can cut through metal, which means catching them is an uphill task. But human ingenuity is remarkable. What is most dangerous about piranhas is turned into a potential liability for them when some genius fishermen decided to catch them like this.
Piranha there.
Yep. Insert the meat piece in the water. As soon as the feeding starts, take out the piece, and thus comes out the feeding piranhas as well. Voila! You've caught them! The brilliant trick is used in Brazil, South America, and the Philippines. Well, thank God piranhas are small in size, and this trick works. Imagine the ferociousness of piranha and the size of a dolphin. Now that would have been impossible to catch. Grass fishing. You know what fishermen famously say? There's always a fish to catch, if you only know where to look. Nah, I just made it up, and I kinda screwed it too. But you'll shake your head with me over this when you see this guy finding and catching fish from under the grass. How on earth does he do it? All I know is catfish or lungfish often hide in mud during the dry season by coating themselves with saliva. When the water comes, they come out of their hiding. But finding exactly where they're shrouded under grass is an exceptional talent. All they have to do is make cuts in the soil and then roll the grass over to find fish. Take the bucket and add them to it. Amazing, right? Sheepshead fish. Sometimes fishermen can catch brutally weird things. Now, look at this piece of nature. It's a sheepshead fish, a hefty 9-pound fish with a really smart and toothy mouth. Their teeth set resemble uncannily with us. And now that they have teeth just like us, we ought to know about them. They can grow up to 3 feet in length and can have 3 rows of stubby, flat teeth in their upper jaw and 2 rows lining their lower jaw. Their teeth are coated with enamel, just like us. They're omnivores, and they use these teeth to crush the shells of various mollusks and crustaceans. This fish is hella cool. Hippo getting his teeth done. And while we're on the subject, dentistry, teeth and stuff, why not talk about underwater teeth cleaners? Allow me to introduce you all to the cleaner wrasfish. Yes, as the name suggests, they love cleaning other people's mouths and eating the remaining food. Well, this was a diver. They're even known to enter and clean the mouth of big fishes, sharks, and even hippos. Sharks don't bite them. Cleaner wrasfish easily enter their mouth, and even hippos are patient with them. This is a kind of symbiosis, and a wide variety of fish display such cleaning behaviors across the world, but especially in the tropics due to high parasite density. They do it in exchange for food scraps they get, or temporary cover from predators, or boarding from one place to another. Removing parasitic lampreys. A fisherman caught a fish, and this is exactly what they're supposed to do. I know, they catch a fish, but what was unusual about this catch was the parasitic lampreys attached to the big fish. The man removed those parasites from its body, and each removal left a half-inch hole in the body of the fish. You guys might have a lesser idea of how dangerous these lampreys are. They have an oral disc full of razor-sharp teeth that bites through the flesh and bones of the prey, and then it feasts on their blood. Imagine dying this slow and painful death. Transparent animals. There are so many fishermen who have caught so many amazing transparent marine animals, that I decided to make one entry out of all those catches. So, number 1 is this color-changing, transparent squid. I mean, my mind is completely baffled by this apparent magical transformation. I mean, I'm out of words here. Next is the ghostfish. The diver didn't even spot it until it was inches away from him. The creature is now identified as a salp, but when the experienced diver saw it near Marselforn, Malta, he described it as a miniature jelly whale or a dolphin. The salp had a large mouth, and so you could see its guts as his body was transparent. Its spinal cord and rib-like features were also visible. Next is this bizarre thing. This was caught in June of 2022, and no one knows for now what it is. Do you guys know anything about this apparently alien and out-of-world thing? Tell us in the comments section. This thing was found by some marine experts working in Oregon. They caught this shrimp-like transparent creature and called it Cystosoma. This animal belongs to the family of amphipods. They are very transparent, have one pair of big eyes, and can only be seen against a black background correctly. Blue whale. A group of fishermen were about to go fishing in central Java when they came across a very big animal splashing the water chaotically. They were baffled by this huge thing, but couldn't make out what it was. People got scared of the beast and retreated back. Only after the fish was tired, it turned out that it was a juvenile whale that was stranded on the Suwak beach, Kebumen, central Java. The whale was sick and, unfortunately, died afterwards. Crocodile cannibalism. An Australian man toured Kruger National Park in South Africa, where he filmed something truly jaw-dropping. He stopped by to enjoy the view of a river when he spotted a crocodile with something in its mouth. When the croc came a bit more out of the water, that something turned out to be another crocodile trapped in the jaws of the bigger crocodile. Eel bursts through. A fisherman captured these images in which an eel can be seen fighting for its life. And just like any hero, it came bursting out of the bird's body. The story goes as follows. A heron caught an American eel and slumped it down its throat like a piece of noodle. The eel didn't like going like that, so in an alien move, it fought for its life by bursting out of the stomach of the bird. The heron was clicked at various angles and seemed unbothered by the dangling American eel. Impressive fishing. I am impressed by the talent of this young fisherman, and you guys will be too when you take a look at his exceptional talent. This man spots fish moving in the water and then impressively throws his bamboo crossbow tata on the fish, along with himself by jumping from the boat. Not once or twice, he did it several times, and every time his bow came out pierced through a fish. The man has some ninja fishing skills. Weird fish. A fisherman catches fish in the Norwegian Sea and makes videos on the insides of the fish. This is a manduba catfish, and the man put a camera inside its mouth to take a closer look at the gills and insides of the mouth. The only word I find appropriate to describe it is it only me, or do you guys also think that there's an alien sitting inside the mouth? Now, look at this odd-looking sea creature. We don't know what this creature is. The next one is the insides of a monkfish, and they look really gross. Fisherman saves kitten. Two people went out in Jefferson County to fish on the Warrior River when they came across a pair of kittens stranded in the water. As soon as the man spotted the kitten, the small cat also saw the hope for its life and came swimming towards the man, who was really kind to let it on the boat. The second kitten was a bit hesitant, but the man patiently waited for it to trust him. The kitten finally started swimming towards the man and reached the boat, where it joined its sibling. Parasite inside of fish. Oceans are a big mystery that hides millions of smaller mysteries in its vastness. Believe me over this. A fisherman caught a fish in Texas and threw it on the dry land. 10 minutes after catching the fish, the man came back to take a look at it when he spotted something crawling out of its mouth.
Oh, I don't even think I was recording it just then. I think I was pointing at it.
It was a parasite, definitely, but we don't know anything else about it. The man also tried studying this creature, but ended up calling it an alien thing and stopped right there. Fisherman close call. Whales are a potential harm when they breach out of the ocean to breathe or eat food. One time, they got really close to a group of fishermen who were out there fishing in the open ocean. A Norwegian fisherman also had a close call with humpback whales when he spotted them bubbling some 100 meters away. The whales covered that distance in seconds, and then they breached just near the boat of the man. That was an amazing encounter, but given it was so close, I can only imagine their fear if the whales had toppled the boat. Alien-like creature. A man came across the odd discovery during a jog on Australia's Bondi Beach and posted a video of the creature on Facebook in hopes of identifying his find. It seems like all the bizarre things are washing up in Australia these days. The unusual animal was about a half-meter long, with human-like lips and skin like a shark. The lips are definitely odd. Doesn't it look like the unidentified creature is puckering up for a kiss? The bizarre creature had washed up ashore, lying in debris that resembled seaweed. Some people said that it was a shark, but the fact that it didn't have any dorsal fin debunked that. Later, it was deduced that the animal is a coffin ray, also known as an Australian numbfish, a species found along Australia's east and west coasts. And these guys are capable of dishing out electric shocks, generating up to 200 volts of electricity. Fisherman captures mermaid. This is the entry that's boggled me for quite some time. A group of fishermen caught a creature in South Sulawesi, Indonesia. Fishermen claimed that it was a mermaid. Well, this thing may look like that, and the clip several rounds on social media with an alleged mermaid sighting. The experts, however, have said that it's either a manatee or a dugong fish. What has stumped me for so long is the anatomy of this creature. The thing doesn't look like a manatee, like manatees don't have a tail like that, neither like a dugong fish. They don't have such a slim body. So then, what is it? A mermaid? Rare sea serpent. This huge, mysterious sea serpent washed ashore on Catalina Island near California. The creature was about 14 feet long in length, and its unusual, elongated appearance raised many eyebrows. People started comparing it to mythical, monstrous creatures, but the scientists wrested all the claims when they declared that it was an oarfish. Still, people got really fascinated to see this peculiar deep-sea creature. Oarfish particularly interest the scientists due to the fact that these creatures live approximately 660 to 3,280 feet below the surface of the water. These serpent-like creatures can grow to be more than 20 feet, and this 14-foot-long one, too, could have been even longer, as it appeared to be missing its tail. Marine experts thought that it was sick and disoriented due to a storm, or even responding to underwater seismic activity. Hence, it washed up on the beach. Texas blob. A squirming sea creature left people scratching their heads after it was found washed up on the shore at a beach in Texas. The jelly-like creature was found by an employee of the Texas Parks and Wildlife Department during a routine survey of marine life in the Laguna Madre at Nighthawk Bay. The department challenged its online followers to identify it from a short video, showing the creature squirming around in a staff member's hand. I think it was an extraterrestrial egg. Can you guess it? I guess not. Guys, it's a sea hare, a gastropod mollusk. I think I liked it better when I thought it was an alien egg. 300 orcas in ocean. There will definitely be a lot more orcas than just 300, but what is unusual about this entry is that before this, never has ever 300 orcas been filmed on camera at the same time. An orca guide of 20 years took tourists with himself to sightsee orcas, but never in his wildest imaginations he would think of stumbling across a pod of 300 orcas. They were all feeding on a huge school of herring, and were completely unbothered by the human presence. Some even came closer to interact with the tourists. River of Fire. Yep, the title will make sense once you see the gas exploding into fire in the river. A gas leaked in an Australian river near a fracking site. The man went there to check the quantity of the leak, and he saw gas bubbling through the river. The man put that leak on fire, and thus, our entry. River on Fire makes sense now. Many experts have shown concern over such leakages, as it adds not only to air and water pollution, but is a contributor to climate change. Man films mermaid. In Minnesota, an Australian man observed a mermaid. He was lying on the beach, resting, when he saw something unexpected on the sand. He noticed a man in a yellow hazmat suit loading a person onto a stretcher. The problem was that the individual was completely wrapped in a green fin from the waist down. He believes the film establishes the existence of mermaids in Australia. He claimed to have heard reports of humanoid entities with fish-like tails. When he witnessed something like this being retrieved from a freshwater lake, he was shocked. We'll never know if these men were trying to get medical treatment for a mermaid or bringing her to a covert facility for experimentation. Mysterious blob. An unidentified, mysterious 13-foot creature appeared on the shores of Acapulco, terrifying everyone in sight. In the video, you can see the creature poking and prodding it with a stick to determine its texture. Nobody knows what it was, as the blobby creature didn't have any visible body parts to recognize it. The creature appeared to have died shortly before it was discovered. Though it was not fully decomposed, it was well on its way. One thing that shocked everyone was that the rotting body didn't smell bad at all. It was believed that the strong ocean currents are responsible for breaching this huge carcass. Conspiracy theorists jumped hot on it by declaring it was the infamous Loch Ness Monster, aka Nessie. Some scientists believe the creature to be a whale, and others a squid. This picture was sent to us by a subscriber who wanted to know more about it. Well, this image is really mind-boggling. The creature in it appears to be a mermaid, and, well, let's be honest. Over the period of time, many people have claimed to spot mermaids, and many of them were fishermen. So it's a possibility that a fisherman might have stumbled upon this creature as well, and ended up picturing it for the sake of proof. The question here is, why the man who captured the photo of the mermaid didn't try to catch it? I mean, I would instantly jump in to catch one for the sake of research. But this man was content with just snapping a photo. What do you guys think about this? Let us know in the comment section. Humanoid sea creature. This bizarre humanoid sea creature was discovered by 2 tourists on a Chinese beach. It was floating in the water when captured. Look how this man is holding it. The most uncomfortable thing is how the creature is moving. It appears that it is alive. Most of the mysterious sea creatures spotted on the beaches are often carcasses, but this one is totally mind-boggling. When the video went viral on social media, many doubted its authenticity, and according to marine biologists, rather than being a humanoid creature, it's just a huge mass of sponge that this man is allegedly moving. Spanish sea monster. The mystery of a horned sea monster that washed ashore in Spain caused widespread speculation on what it really is. The 13-foot-long creature that appeared to have horns was found decomposing on Luis Siret Beach, Spain. Locals wondered if they had caught a glimpse of a mythical sea monster from the deep, but experts believed it to be a fish that was in an advanced state of decomposition. After the body was taken and analysis was done, it was deduced that it was an oarfish. The ghoulish appearance of the body was because it was separated from the creature's long torso, which looked like a pair of horns. Mystery creature. What in the 7 hells is this? The whole internet is scared after seeing the video of this lifeless alien on a beach. From the head, it looked like an animal, but when the camera went towards its body, it was revealed that the creature had 2 legs and feet. The body, however, wasn't in good shape, as the feet were turned, looking as if they had been injured. The color of the whole body was also pale white. Due to the peculiar looks, People said that it was an alien who was on a visit to our planet but got in some sort of accident. The whereabouts of this video are still ambiguous, as nobody knows who made the video or where it was filmed. Mermaid caught in net. Some fishermen caught a strange creature in their fishing net and were boggled by it. The weather was very rough, and their boat was wiggling around with the water waves. The fishermen were confident that they had caught a real-life mermaid. And, well, looking at the clip, one could clearly see a human-like silhouette of the creature. It also had webbed hands like that of a mermaid, which helps them swim underwater. Another thing is, in such bad weather and rough water, no human can survive. So, was that really a mermaid? Suppose we'll never know, because they lost the creature as soon as they caught it. Thank you for watching the video. And if you guys found it interesting, I would much appreciate it if you comment down below about the video and leave a thumbs up. Last but not least, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon for getting updates related to our latest videos.